Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Come out to the 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Underwood. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that's not not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have the big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Haynes. Gets away from one. He's got space. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Release to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Looking deep. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Turning it on. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give is to Miller. Nice move there. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Off the RPO, complete. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the offense had the look they liked. Tight ends are such matchup problems because of their size and because of their athleticism. And this offense does a nice job moving this guy around, especially in this area of the field.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. At the 40, there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Wolverine! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Horton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Young. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Young. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He's open on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second...
There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Cuevas. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. they'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he just dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
The bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. the fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Moore will throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
The Ducks are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Moore to the air. Might be looking to run. Finding an escape route. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
The Ducks will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go. The Sneak scores it.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent. On their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's sharp. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense that close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red.
Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. Let it follow suit here. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hughes. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Called his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
That's caught. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, that's a huge completion on 3rd down. And David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's low. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes. And the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man in the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Moore will throw. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's sharp. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. The short hands, it's Stewart. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Durham. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Throwing right. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Floating away. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch on the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Branch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Dances away to buy time. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Moore to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Across the 10. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking down the left side. He's got it along the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After the big first down sack, it's second down. To the air, it's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he wants it all. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll go to the air on second and short. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things.
Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Going deep. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. He throws back to the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Handoff from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Unloads to the wideout. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moore will throw. Dances away. On the run, fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that clock.
He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Bryant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and is not able to come up with it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now first down. Nice move to keep running. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Now they'll run the draw. He breaks a tackle, creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And it's nice to be an offensive coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline. It's Branch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throws to the wideout. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the implication.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on. into the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern, looking to throw its card. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make. Action. Second down. Behind the chains now on second and long.
42 Spider.
Rides the back on the option to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Price.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Throws to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Making side adjustments here. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's sharp. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's got it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he...
Spaces. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more. Intercept and a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. Got him downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to buy time. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
29 Philly.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the edge, Carr. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Durham. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pauly. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Skips away from pressure. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's first and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Tigers will line it up on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D go in the other direction.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Brown. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Catch in the middle is Fields. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pauly. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. With the catch, it's Pauly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. A quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on...
Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it's good, and we're tied in the 4th quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Complete downfield. Hard-hitting tackle.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, I just love how tight ends are used nowadays. They don't just line them up on the line anymore and say, go play ball. Move him all over the field. He can catch the football. He's a matchup nightmare. Continue to exploit him. Continue to move him around. That's why that dude has a...
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Finds his big tight end. Inside the 15, out of score.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Takes a handoff. It's blocked. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area. But this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Short field goal for the game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will boot it away to start the game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for the Bucs.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quick completion on the out route. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab outside. It's Marshall.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Turns it loose. Finds a man on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to pass, it's Drones. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Hokies want to move quickly. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
And the Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and intercept, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Stewart. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking for a big gain. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They drag him down. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. For a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up. Great coverage. Boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Oh, he got loose. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
How about this defense? Coming out, you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. To throw, it's Carr. Using his legs to buy some time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's got it. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the big fella. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks, it's Miller. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Alabama may always be built on the run, but and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rob. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Love. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Now improvising. He turns it loose to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got enough for the first. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some... He's going to fire deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Right down the middle. Got a wide open receiver. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Aaron! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense?
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Simpson. The sweet feet buy a little time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's locked. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Miller with the ball. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quarterback down, breaking the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He'll throw it. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. second down, they'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Wide out trying to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, breaks into the open. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Past the first down marker and still running. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Now sliding to his left. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to run, it's Miller. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. The throw. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Bama! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like